Crystal May Sara Lopez. Are you ready to go on a learning adventure today? Well then, to start, these studies on language and gender started in 1970s with a book written by Robin Lakoff, A Language in Women's Place. So what's language and gender? Language is a structured system of communication that can be conveyed through speech, sign, or writing. Gender, a classic definition, refers to male and female. However, it's not a clear cut, so three main perspectives on gender are created: the biological, constructed, socially constructed, and individually constructed. It's the different chromosomes and so on that makes different genders. A society creates men and women in a certain way, both combination of biology and socialization, and then visual experience and uniqueness. Of the 10 most spoken languages in the world, 9 have part of speech that's distinctly feminine or masculine. Gender runs deep in some languages, so linguists group languages in 3 parts by how gender is used. First, grammatical gender. Spanish, Hebrew, and Arabic, where gender plays a significant role. Every noun, even those inanimate object, has grammatical gender, and most adjectives change to reflect that. Second, natural gender. In English and Sweden, most pronouns are not gendered, but personal pronouns such as she and he are. Third, genderless. Turkish and Finnish pronouns go ungendered. However, in Finnish, some instances like male-specific job titles such as lakimies, meaning lawyer, is specified to lawman. Now, the relationship between gender and language can be used to explain by asking these two questions. How is language used to talk about men and women? And how men and women use language? The first question can be answered in 3 categories, which are vocabulary, discourse, and grammar. Vocabulary has 5 subcategories, starting with insult terms. For men, insult attack intellectual capability, physical strength, and masculinity. For women, insult attack on sexuality. For both, insult attacks fairly generic. Next, symmetry and asymmetry. Symmetry terms used to represent males get equal usage and scope use as terms used to represent females, like horse, generic term for both male and female animals. While asymmetry terms used to represent male and females do not get equal usage and scope use. Example, human. The term man was used to generally talk about human beings as a whole, where asymmetry in man and women is observed. Then, titles. For men, Mr. different from women, which is Miss or Mrs. This refers to the marital status. For job or generic terms and used for both, doctor, judge, teacher, president are used. Fourth, marked and unmarked terms. Marked terms refer to which specific endings indicating the words are only used to talk about males or female, while unmarked is the total opposite of marked terms and has without specific endings. Example, prince and princesses, both marked terms, while actor is unmarked and actress is marked. Fifth, semantic derogation. A word that's normally positive takes on a negative connotation in a specific situation. Example, the term gentleman is positive in all situations, while lady can receive some negative connotation. To proceed with the second category, the grammar. Grammar uses 2-person pronouns in English, he and she. They and their used to refer both gender or other non-binary people. Last, discourse can separate men and women into modes: text, spoken, and written, with words that strung together. Multimodal communication is the combination of text and images to bridge communication effectively. To answer the next question, how men and women themselves use language, a lot of research results are inconclusive regarding this question. Moreover, the 5 areas based on English language are verbosity, turn-taking, interruption, back-channel support, mitigating, and rising intonation. Verbosity and turn-taking results shows that it depends on the context, the power dynamics, and the personality that affects the gender in speaking. Back-channel support and mitigating shows that women are more on using these terms. However, results are still inconclusive. Terms like really and tag questions are for channel support, while sort of, hedging, could, pessimistic modals, probably other mitigation. Results are mixed as to host gender, but these concerns are more on power issue than gender issue. The use of rising intonation is much more used by females, particularly female teenagers. Newman et al. Conducted a study to find out who generate text more, and that's analyzed at the use of word level and revealed that women talk more about people, emotions, internal processes, while men talk more about about external events such as depending on where people fall on gender classification continuum, they may or may not make different language use choices. LGBTQIA+ probably have language expressions but still not accept. Thus, no matter what gender you choose to belong, we are all entitled to use a language, a living language and a unified one.